blues. You know I can't go on to disappear with you, but don't think that is what I would usually do. You know it's just like I felt the heat the moment he pressed his lips up against mine. Don't wanna fuck this whole thing up like I do every time. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You know I'll fire in my heart, yeah. In the quiet, all my thoughts run free, so I drown them out at night with my TV. You know I got to try to ignore these thoughts that go back and forth inside my head. Stressed out before I'm in too deep and I can't go back. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You know I'll fire in my heart, yeah. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You know I'll fire in my heart, yeah.
So I've come to the conclusion, just a rotten piece of fruit. So I'll end up dying slowly, rotting away. See, I just want to be able to climb without a fall, to get out of this maze and
I die. Until I die.
The silence fades into the night. Coyotes sing at the moonlight. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Feel the wind touch our face. Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape, let's escape. Let's escape. Let's escape. Close through the night. I won't let go until the sunrise. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Wave goodbye to your city life, and say hello to the desert sky. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape, let's escape. Let's escape.
to surrender my heart to you, only you. These lights all around me keep blinding my eyes from you and the truth. Don't tell me why. I know, no, you won't save my life. Save my life. If you keep on, you're making the waves. You and I will never be safe. Be safe. If the walls come down, will you pick me off the ground? If the walls come down, will you save me or burn me down?
If we are one grain of sand in the middle of the ocean, can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions? Rise up, we're too great to be landed. Rise up, we're too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, flying at 'em like choppers, better cook those risks, cold blood in my fists, we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always in a feeling that I won't deny, that work, never could toss, look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise. Rise, cutting my size, trying to make sense of it all comprised. Yeah, highs, spinning these skies. Never stuck down, feeling paralyzed, but I'm up now. We all too late to fall. Yeah, anyone coming, I'ma lift them all. Never look down when there's risk involved. They got guts, got a lot, I gotta wish it all. Ain't got no feelings, we just floating. Yeah, I'm that grain of sand that made it out the ocean. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
So rise up, rise up. We are the apocalypse, and a pill that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the hype won't scare us falling. So rise up, we're too great to be landed. Rise up, we're too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, flying at 'em like choppers, better cook those risks, cold blood in my fists, we fire starters, let's go, one out of a million will reach those heights, always in a feeling that I won't deny, that work, never could toss, look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise.
It's easy to set a young heart on the run, to see it crashing out the sky, falling one by one. Walking alone on the coldest night. There's nothing I can ever say to change your mind. I gotta live without your love, we've said goodbye. There's nothing I can ever say
need you.
I need to know if you'll give me a second chance. They don't come around often, but please, you know I can't stand it when you don't talk to me. When you don't talk to me. Yeah. There's something inside. Yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you. Yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. I don't know why, but I can't seem to get you off my mind. And I know it's true, and I'll say this to you: I want you back. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. Something inside, something inside. Oh, yeah. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning. You wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone, so save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came.
Looks like we've come to the end of the road. There's no point in running away now. I'd rather sleep until the storm is gone. She'd rather be shooting at me now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words, ready to fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire.
We ain't perfect, no. It's a work in progress. Good things go slow. I'm no saint. I fall and you pick me up again.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and good afternoon as you join us here for the Meta High School League Rocket League National Stage on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. My name is Christian Avidape, and I'm being joined by the ever wonderful Visor, who will be joining us this Saturday. Visor, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I thought you were going to read out my full name there. I was like, at what point have I told Chris that my name? It's just a Bizer, and that's
Yeah,
it.
Byron Barker, there it is. I had a
Byron
mental
Barker,
blank.
Barker. It's a tongue twister if you try, you know.
Yeah. But yeah.
I'm very good, mate. Over in WA, it's a little early. It's just turned afternoon, but obviously starting gameplay a little late. Some of the players probably hype or anxious at this point. You're playing for a spot for finals.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, these teams have come through the stage playoffs, which were broadcast a couple of weeks ago. I was at New South Wales once, and
I was at a WA one.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing not Bayside, SBC a little bit later on. But for our first game, we'll be taking on Unley from South Australia and Kiama, who were dominant in New South Wales finals.
And we saw Kiama actually last year, or last season, I should say, potentially probably last year, Chris. They were playing as well through the brackets, and they're not a bad lineup. So it's good to see a returning team from a season prior.
Yeah, definitely. Unley as well in that position. They were one of the better teams.
Is it Unley or Unley?
I think it's Unley, but obviously
Someone's going to correct us, I reckon.
yeah. Yeah, luckily our producer is from South Australia, so if we are screwing it up, he'll probably just fly over and give us a bit of a kicking. So
Yep.
yeah, it's Unley.
It's Unley.
There we
Yep,
go.
And that's from what I remember. Am I looking at Unley? So Kiama, I believe, is Sinj Jando and the boys. Yes, Sinj Janjo and F Fibs.
It's
Oh,
Foz, yeah.
Foz. He's in there, and looking at Unley's one, that's Mud Noodles, Josh, Ortex, and Delusion. So Mud Noodle is the new one. These guys, they played at the finals last season.
They definitely did. If I remember correctly, they took it out as well. But we're already into the action here. Let the national stage begin as Unley take on Kiama.
Well, Jando set to the corner. Didn't clear the ball out of defense. Sinjay unable to finish that one. Foz just launches out for the moment. Mudd holding it up in the center. Jando playing it back down. Wanted another player to come through, but now they're tested onto the defense. Back off the backboard. It's cleared for now. Vortex unable to really get that one working. Shot for Jando, and he's just missed it.
Yeah, very unlikely there for Jando. Just couldn't get the angle correct here. The ball's already reset, but Kiama already back on the attack.
Sinjay back for Jando. Noodle sends it wide, rolls up the corner. Jando trying to get that to work off the backboard, doesn't work out. Defense yeah, for Unley, I believe. No, it's the Kiama. I've got to get these names right.
Only on the defense. Yep, that is correct as they look to try and get something in the attacking half. This could be it. They go for a shot off the backboard. Noodle unable to find a connection there.
Engages high, Delusion. Downfield for now. Jando playing this one. We know Delusion, one of the best players in the region. I believe this might be his last year from out of high school. I think he's in his final graduation year, so he'd love to get another victory. Has another goal. In fact, no, here's the first goal. It's Foz for his team.
It's Foz, a nice little goal there, perfectly placed in the center. Noodle just a bit too far out of the goal to just get there in time, and it will be Kiama taking the early lead.
Well, Kiama putting the pressure on early, and I know Delusion's going to try and get one back quickly. He does put the pressure on now for the angle. He elects to go for the bump on the goalie instead of play off the backboard. Interesting decision. It doesn't work out as the ball's set to the corner. Foz looking to clear. Delusion just cuts that back to the middle. Sinjay. Floating ball. A few players have missed this. It opens it up for Sinjay. He's just going to get an easy one. And it's the second for Kiama.
Yeah, a little bit of a tactical misplay there from Unley, both going up and no one being able to hit it. And Sinjay gets himself a nice little shot. Does slightly nip the close corner post, but doesn't make a difference to the scoreline as we head on to 2-0.
2 minutes elapsed in the game. And first two goals with the boys of Kiama High. You wouldn't expect it, but anything can happen. Foz. Vortex, that was back. Noodle, he took out the imminent threat. Foz, he got Delusion out of the way, but he's out of play. Jando sets to the corner, looking for that extra touch. Doesn't work out. Foz, though, he puts it back for Jando, but he's backed right out.
Oh, I think he was trying to go for the shot, but he might have just missed time there. Very unfortunate for Kiama. Could have easily put it up to 3-0.
Sometimes you got to get that rotation going back, but in that opportunity, even if he was having a shot, it was sort of wide and needed that extra player to come through to strike.
Yeah.
Well, it's unfortunate, but right now, the boys of Unley High, they need a goal.
They definitely do. Sinjay, though, able to just keep it out of the net for now. Janjo will just slow down the pace just for a brief moment, but yeah, the boys from South Australia definitely need to start getting a bit of a move on here. Only about 110 seconds remaining on the clock. Not really finding too much in the attack as, well, it looks like Kiama, they want to try and get a third and put this game in bed.
Ball sent downfield. Sinjay. No one challenging it. Foz gets another one working up the bottom row of the arena. Always gives a weird angle. Down for it's Foz. Plays it to the side wall. We'll get the deflection off the offender as well. Josh Vortex unable to make the 50-50 challenge work. Sinjay, well, straight away that one boomed out of defense by Delusion. And he's got an angle to work here, but doesn't put it on target, and Jando works it out.
Yeah, Jando just perfectly able to get that ball out of any sort of danger here as Foz. He lines it up for Sinjay, but Noodle, good defense, will be able to deny him of an opportunity. And now 1 minute remaining here. They really need to get the goal within the next 30 seconds or this game is as good as toast for him here. Now going on the attack here, Delusion setting up. He might be going for a shot. No, we'll miss it and it will go wide.
Yeah, he sent it into the corridor. No one was there to shoot. My Noodle this time trying to get forward for the pass. Out of place, the last 40 now. Sinjay's missed. This is open goal. Season, and they'll get the first here.
But Noodle able to get onto the board here as, well, you see that demo come out. The two remaining players from Kiama just wasn't really, they weren't in a good spot there in that corner. Just leaves the goal wide open for Mud Noodle, who gets it in off the back of the car. They're back in it here, Unley, but 35 seconds remaining. They need to score fast.
There's a flick from Josh Ortex, and Foz covers goal well, sends it wide. There's the 30-second remaining point on your screen. Still or die right now for Unley. Especially being this is a best of 3, it's tough games, the last 19. Foz takes his time with this, Jando. Mud Noodle. We'll wait for the play to come down. This is actually quite dangerous. They just need to put it on target. They've got a goal. Josh Ortex flicking all over it. It comes down to Mud Noodle, who waits patiently and puts it in. It's a tie game, 5 seconds remaining.
And well played there from Mud Noodle, not going in, not over-aggressing, just waits for everyone on Kiama effectively to go up. They're in no position to defend after that, and he just needs to tap it in. He is to save before Unley in game 1, as it looks like we are going to be heading to overtime.
Yeah, we've got to shake the nerves off and get these plays down. This will be the last roll of dice if they decide to keep the ball up. That's actually set up perfectly for a shot. Foz will clear. Back out center. This will now come down, and overtime's a call.
Yep, we head into overtime here, and well, good back and forth there from the Unley, especially in that final 90 seconds to just come back in. They're looking pretty weak to kick things off, but probably just a little bit cold, but they've got the arms warmed up here, and they are ready to fight for their spot at MEO.
Drop down, defense, Foz. Been quite pivotal for his team playing defense, but they need to get forward here. Delusion's got an open net. The shot, the ball came straight down to him and he couldn't finish it.
That is so unfortunate for him, but they're going to go for it again. And no goal! An own goal from Unley. Sorry, from Kiama. We'll see Unley pick up game 1. And well, that's disastrous there. Jando and Sinj, they just didn't know who helped won the ball. And well, that's probably one of the worst ways to lose an OT. 3-2 to Unley.
Oh my goodness! You think, right? Unley can't buy a goal no matter what they do. They're missing, they're hitting the post, they're going too wide, and then all of a sudden, bang! It's Kiama that puts a goal in for him. You can't write that script any better.
No, you can't. And just that passion of play beforehand, we saw the shot come through. It hits the post. We're all thinking, okay, they clear it out from this point, but no, Delusion, he just keeps it in the net. Kiama, they just need to clear it out, but they fight for it. Bit of a breakdown in communications there, and that's how the cookie crumbles.
Well, there's the first game done, and well, Unley, after a start that sort of worried me, considering, you know, being through the Rocket League thing for many years, Delusion's considered one of the top end players.
Yep.
What a rusty start for him, but they got back into it, and Mud Noodle, he's the one we're going to give the credit to.
Definitely those 2 goals at the back end of regulation saved Unley there. And well, without him, I'm pretty confident that Kiama didn't even need to get that own goal in, because we would have stayed in regulation. They probably would have won 2-0, but we head into game 2 of this BO3. Kiama now on the back foot here after being on the front for so long. And they'll be thinking, how did we lose that game, and what can we do right now to get back into it?
Game number 2 here, set to go. It's the Meta HSE Rocket League 2019 Regional Finals. Chris the Average and Byers are calling the action for you. I'll tell you what, Kiama can get that start once again and just hold the pressure. They'll bring themselves into this series, but Unley will be looking to try and set up first. Ortex putting into the middle, no one strikes. Delusion just wide for now. The pace not too frantic as it was at the ending there. This one shot on for Delusion and just missed the connection.
Yeah, not the best of starts for him in game 2 as well as with game 1. He's just sends that wide, but Unley, they now know that they have pretty much control of the game right now. They don't need to go in as aggressively here. And well, what we saw in game 1, they just powered through towards the end of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if they did the same here.
Sinjay to the corner. Mud Noodle, Josh Ortex, pressure back on. And sets the corner for the moment. Jando forced to go up, makes the 50-50. Now sets for Delusion. On target this time, he'll put in the first for Unley.
Well played there from Delusion. Just waits for the secondary touch. That ball. Well played there from Mud Noodle. He didn't get the shot, but at the very least, he's able to force it over towards the backboard. The ball just hangs long enough for Delusion. There's no one in goals for Kiama, or no one that's really close enough to stop it going in. And that'll be Unley taking an early lead.
1-0. Where it's at, Delusion looking for a double. Brings it down! Absolute beauty of a shot.
What a corker that was. Gives himself the old 1-2. He gets it in on the half volley. That is a unbelievably tight shot to make. But he's able to get it in. And as he said, one of the better players in Oceania. And that shows why. 2-0 to Unley.
The feathering in the end, you could tell. They're really trying to get the right angle for it, and they're not easy when you're coming from a left to right position, but he made it work, and Delusion back in the frame again, challenged the 50-50. This is where Unley wanted to be last game, and had to bring it back. Now they're in front too, Kiama. It's a question of what do you got?
Yeah, we saw what they had in the first game as well. They were able to get off to a blistering start here, but with Delusion now starting to warm up, power that Kiama had early here, it's just slowly starting to fade away. And it's not looking too good for him here as, well, they're back on the attack here, Unley.
Oh, shot. No, Mud Noodle won't be able to get the cross to work. Just an uncomfortable position for him. They're back to defense, Delusion. Picking up some boost and the ball at the same time. Pass one, look to flick over to second. He won't do all three, will he? No, he's got nothing left in the tank, so he lets it go.
Kiama, they are standing resolutely in defense for now. They're really denying many opportunities that Unley could have had in the past minute or so, but they just don't have the attack as they did in the first game, and this is a bit of a worry. Obviously, Kiama, they have steamrolled through the New South Wales bracket, and now they're facing real competition. They are slowly starting to fall off.
Mud Noodle just clearing for now, Delusion. Pop. Mud Noodle was looking to finish. It's Foz cleared it away. Josh Ortex holding it in the mid-line. Wins the 50-50 quite well and goes again. It's set up for Delusion. He'll just have to play the numbers game in terms of position and gets a deflection into left-hand corner.
And they'll bring up the trifecta for him as well. He's able to just tap it in there with the help of Sinjay.
Just tap it in.
Yeah.
Just tap it in.
Yep, tap her in. As Unley takes the third goal, and with 2 minutes remaining, not a lot to suggest that Kiama can make a bit of a comeback here, so they might be taking a very early lead here on the ladder as they look for a 2-0.
Playing forward, it's Foz. Ortex drops down for Jando. Delusion. Foz back to defense. Delusion's predicting that up play, but it goes to the left a little bit. That's one thing you can do as a defender. If someone's already flying, you know you can move the ball away from where they're intending to hit. Mud Noodle. That little touch is going on target, and Foz had to save.
Yeah, that could have been a nice little tricky goal there from Mud Noodle, but yeah, Foz, nice defense there, able to just push it onto the backboard. We'll keep the score for 3-0 for now, but Kiama, they need to start getting goals on the board here. Foz on the attack, just can't do anything. Jana, though, with the follow-up, will be swatted away.
Delusion pops this one down. Foz going forward. Well, that's dangerous to put it back in the corridor. Delusion up to the task. Makes a triple touch out of it. Now past halfway. Just going to have to play as defensive as possible to get back for some boost. Mud Noodle got some air. Looking to come down on the head up. Slightly wide. Foz. Last 45 here, and real a do-or-die situation coming up for Kiama to score. But I think this one essentially is gone, and I'm going to have to play for the third.
Yeah, they need to try and do something here if they want a miracle, but they need a goal effectively every 10 seconds now. It could be possible, but I don't think it's going to happen here. Ball swatted away there from Delusion. It's Foz trying for another shot, but Unley has just been a bit too strong here, especially in this game too, with Delusion fully warmed up. It's become a bit of a non-contest here, really, and it will be Unley taking the 2-0 victory in round one.
this one set and done. There'll be no game 3. That's what I wanted to see. I want to see a game 3, but it was all about Kiama trying to score. That's a little bit unfortunate. So 3-0 in this one. It was a 3-2 in the first as well. And we are aware of some issues happening on stream with a little bit of lag and the fact that it said best of 1. But just to note, all the games today are best of 3 for everyone. And we'll be looking into the lag situation in this current break. So guys, whatever you do, don't go anywhere because there's plenty more games action to go. Before we go to the break though, Chris, mate, give me your thoughts on Unley's performance. They're sort of warming up to it, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. The first half of the first game, or really the first 2/3, they were pretty slow. Mud Noodle was able to just unlock their potential. He brought him in to regulation, and then it was just that disastrous own goal there from Kiama that just lost them game 1. But game 2,
that one hurts. Like that could have been a really good start for them if Kiama it just had that defensive sorted and they scored that overtime goal and they hold on. But essentially they just gave it away and then sort of got rolled from the end.
Yeah, and as soon as game 2 started, we saw for the first 30 seconds, we saw Delusional just being a tad slow, but once he got into game 2, that's where he started to really pop off. He got the hat trick. He pretty much dictated pace for the most part. And as you said, Pfizer, that's why he's considered one of the better players in Oceania as well. Good plays from Mud Noodle, in the second game as well. He didn't get any goals, but he was definitely a good attacking threat as well. So Unley, I would say they are favourites to make it through to MEO and to make it to the grand finals. And
I reckon
that game 2 just showcased. Oh yeah, definitely as well. But you never know. It is single round robin, 2 upsets here or there. Who knows what's going to happen?
Both of these teams are set to return to the final stage. They've got a couple more games to play through to find out today. We're going to take a short break. It's Chris Average and Bizer with your commentary action of the Meta HSE Rocket League 2019 Regional Finals.